So hi everybody. I'm on my way back from dropping Sarah off. It's kind of funny. I left at like 8 o'clock this morning, and between traffic and getting her to her final destination, it is now 10 o'clock. We're supposed to go to Bridgewater State and meet somebody to kind of do some studying with them for the final. And I just had to send an email to her and say that I wasn't going to make it today. I feel like I missed both classes this week, so I need to play catch up. I haven't done any of my reading. I had promised that I was going to do flashcards. We were going to divide the labor, and I'm just not prepared today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dogs for a hike, and then I'm going to go home and do my reading and catch up a little bit, and then I have to go get Sarah. So I'll listen to a lecture on my way down to pick up Sarah. You know, and I feel so bad because I want to be a help to this person, but you know, I basically sent an IM and said I would do nothing but hold you back. So you know, I'll get the flashcards done this weekend and I'll send that on to that person, and hopefully that will be of assistance to them. Oh, there's my gas gauge. I've been going through a lot of gas. But you know, I just that was hard for me because I'm one of those people that I always want to help everybody else, but I need to kind of start pulling it back in and taking care of me. You know, I'm up a pound this week. That's not great. So I need to get a little more focused. You know, now that it looks like, you know, I'm not quite done with Sarah. She's still living with me. She still needs daily care. She still needs to figure out where she wants to go live and what she wants to go do. You know, just because she saw the group home and she's like, yeah, let's move in. You know, there's you know, that's part of the impulsivity of decision making. You know, and it's funny. She needs options and she needs to make her own decisions. But it's almost like if there's too many options, it's overwhelming for her. So I don't know. I called the state to let them know, you know, what her schedule was the next few days, so they can kind of talk to her. And you know, they seem very big on this shared living arrangement. I have my own personal opinions, but in the end, it's up to Sarah, you know, what's going to work and what's not going to work. And my job as her sister is just to keep advocating for her. So I feel like she's in good space. She's transitioning. She's having some transitional issues. She's a little perseverative on swearing these days. And I was talking to her counselor about it, trying to figure out what that's about. But, you know, maybe it's the need to reestablish some control of her environment. Her environment has been pretty out of control for a while. And then, you know, essentially from her perspective, here I go yanking her out of her home, even though it's kind of out of control. It's what she knows, you know, so I have added to the change in her schedule even more. So, not with malice, but just, you know, I mean, that is the end result, you know, so things are a little out of control for her. So I think that, you know, maybe the issue with the swearing is kind of control. I know it's something that she kind of inherited from her roommate. You know, she'd come hang out with us and she'd get a little bit of a potty mouth. And you know what? She's an adult. You know, we've talked about the fact that as long as she's not swearing at somebody, as long as she's not using poor language in front of children or people that it offends, it's not a big deal. But she went home and it offends her roommate. You know, her roommate doesn't, according to what Sarah said, you know, her roommate doesn't like it when she swears. So I said, well, then don't swear around your roommate. But, you know, the other side of that is, so she came to our house and, you know, everything is just very heightened right now. So, I mean, that's what happens to Sarah behaviorally when she's kind of a little stressed out and out of things. She gets very perseverative. And it could be anything, but right now it's swearing, which, you know what, is really not a big deal. I don't need to swear. So it's just one of those things that I'm mindful of. Occasionally one slips and I apologize. Been a little stressed out. You know, I never swore this much until, this is a stupid rationalization, but just being stressed out about nursing school and trying to get it all done, and, you know, you have to look a certain way with patients, and you have to behave a certain way, and make sure that your communication is therapeutic, and, you know, And it's not that you're not being real, it's just that you're being professional. And I guess for me, like, so that I still feel like I have control when I'm not in that professional capacity, I act very unprofessional. So it's kind of funny around swearing. Sarah has control issues and I do too, but they're kind of opposite, you know. So once again, that beautiful sister of me teaches me about me. That is Clyde whining in the back because the dogs have been so patient. They've been in the car for 2 hours waiting for their hike, which they're going to get now. So anyway, I did work out last night. I'm going to go do my hike today. I'm going to go home and read the crap out of my books and get some studying stuff under my belt, get some stuff on my iPod so that when I'm exercising I can be studying. Because from now until the time for the test, everything I do, I will have those iPod plugged into me so that I'm just reviewing the lectures, reviewing the reading, reviewing. And then what I do is I go on the computer and I do exercises to make sure that I have the conceptual, and then go from there. So that's where we are. Have a good day, everybody.